Just ahead, when Luther starts singing,
we all join in. So stay with us. Yeah!
A jewelry heist here in the metro leaves a shop owner with a hole in his ceiling and an empty inventory. As News 9's Kaylee Bourgeois explains, it was a very elaborate break-in and burglary. She's live on the story at Oklahoma City Police Headquarters.
In these first few weeks, the streetcar is going to be very busy, and there might not always be handles to hang on to. So what a lot of people have been asking me about is how I'm surfing the streetcar. I like to plant my feet sideways to give me that perpendicular balance and just hang on for the ride. For the people who don't look like this gentleman, when they walk in, this is the anchor piece.
Right.
What do you want those people to take away from this image?
You know, I want them to see, first of all, the virtuosity of the artist's work. We want them to see the power of this work, to see also what portrait has become in the 21st century.
A unique subsea concert had about 400 divers and snorkelers rocking it under the sea as they explored part of the continental United States' only living coral barrier reef. The bus system is vital to so many people in our city, but for many, they had to walk blocks just to make it to a stop. Oklahoma City police are trying to piece together what led to 2 shootings and 4 scenes in Bricktown early this morning.
We were talking last time about the lesson to take away from all of this. Have you considered that any further?
Yes. Yeah. I don't sweat the small things.
As the people of Yukon come to pay their water bills for the month, some formerly furloughed workers are finding out they owe nothing. So what kinds of people do you interact with out here?
Pretty much see everything. A lot of mentally ill people.
This fire exploded from 82,000 acres to more than 240,000 acres in less than 24 hours. And Mayor Joyce hopes to have the city regulations complete within the next month. What is the thought behind this particular font?
The idea is that it allows the reader or the reader's eye to ground the text a little more than would otherwise be the case.
And it works. Americans have been traveling the Mother Road for more than a century. But not every pit stop was a safe one for everyone. That's why places like the Threet filling station were so important.
In the 60s, it was kind of like your modern day 7-Elevens.
Established in 1915 by Allen Threet Sr., word spread far and wide about the first black-owned service station on Route 66.
And when that family traveling, coming on 66, well, they knew just where to stop.
It was so popular that it didn't even need a listing in the Green Book. But time has left its mark.
This is the interior of the Threet filling station. If you notice, we've got the original stools that were in here. We have the original cash register that was here. And it was just a place that people of color could come and feel comfortable.
Threet's grandchildren still own the property, which now resides on the National Register of Historic Places. They've been awarded 2 grants to bring it back to life, but significant investment is needed to restore it to its original glory.
Grandfather was a very business-minded person.
Situated on the line between Oklahoma and Lincoln counties, Threet Station sold groceries and meals and turned into an outdoor party on weekends.
People would just be dancing and drop the coins, and so that was great too. I picked up me some extra money.
Extra money isn't the incentive to rebuild, however. The Threets just hope to once again be a piece of living history for generations to come.
Well, refresh their thought or memory of how that their dad and mom, what they had to go through.
And you can expect to see the Threet Station in a new version of the Green Book, which is coming together now at the Smithsonian. The women behind these walls have spent years working towards a second chance at life, but now some of them have one of the best opportunities ever presented to them.
And we cut.
The way the cheers rang out, you'd think celebrities were in the building as the Mabel Bassett inmates prepared to walk the last mile of their stay here. Hip-hop legend MC Hammer is on the board for this project, which started in his home state of California and now operates in 12 prisons across the country.
If you have an opportunity in life to be able to assist, to be able to help, that is the very foundation of our community and who we are as people.
The first 18 women chosen for the last mile in Oklahoma are excited to embark on this year-long full-time course. They're in a system with the highest female incarceration rate in the country. But many of the inmates, like Taquiana Culver, committed their crimes while they were victims of domestic abuse.
The warning signs were there, but I didn't adhere to them, so this became reality.
She's been in prison for more than a decade, but is currently working on her second college degree and looks forward to earning an honest living when she gets out in 2 years. Chastity Schote looks forward to returning to her life as a mortician with new skills to help her succeed.
Being able to design my own website, build my own technology, that is, I believe, going to be the stepping stone to coming out as a felon and getting back into the workforce.
They hope this, along with other criminal justice reform efforts in the state, is among the first real steps towards changing lives.
It's amazing, but it took for one person to say, I believe in you, you can do this. It makes such a big difference, and I got that in this place called prison.
For these dogs, training is synonymous with playtime, but this severe weather season, they're prepared to save lives. Piles of concrete like this are perfect for simulating disaster. A firefighter usually plays the victim, but this time I volunteered to be buried alive, and canines took turns catching my scent. It's a weekly exercise.
We train year-round for this time of year.
Major Andrew McCann says canines like his partner Leia can pick up a human scent from quite the distance, but she's really seeking out her favorite toy, which is her reward for a job well done.
All they're doing is playing hide and seek. It's a game to them, and it's fun, and they enjoy it, and it's not work.
Even though Leia and other young dogs on the task force have yet to respond to a real crisis, McCann is confident they'll be ready when the time comes.
We do this so much. To her, the game doesn't change. It's the same game.
But these dogs have changed the game when it comes to search and rescue after a tornado.
What took us days on May 3rd, 1999, took literally hours on May 20th, 2013.
So firefighters say if you do become trapped, try not to panic because help is on the way.
The most important thing that you can try to do is conserve your energy.
And if you stay patient and calm, eventually one of these canines will show up to save you.
Good dog. You found me.
Under the bright lights of the Pumpkin Theater, a local star is being honored for his role in the lives of hundreds of kids who grew up here. But shh, he doesn't even know it yet. Arriving in style to flashing lights, Robert Moore enjoyed celebrity status on a special night. Of the 900 students under his leadership from 1966 to 1996, more than 270 of the Pohai Chorale members made their journey home from near and very far.
In Los Angeles.
Clearwater, Florida.
Dublin, Ireland.
In Houston, Texas.
Boquete, Republic of Panama.
Orlando, Florida.
Sioux City, Iowa.
Wilmington, Delaware.
Henderson, Nevada, just outside of Las Vegas, and I teach high school music there.
The impact he's had is clear for these alumni, and they had a mission to perform some of their favorites for their favorite teacher. Rehearsing for the first time together just hours earlier, the award-winning singers say the memories come flooding back.
He would stop you in the hall and ask you to sing a specific note.
Mr. Moore demanded excellence at a time that I didn't even get what that was.
Some have even gone on to perform professionally all over the globe, all because of him.
Had I not found that love of classical music for Mr. Moore, it wouldn't have happened.
For Moore, it's a birthday he'll never forget.
You'll never know what it means to me and to my family. I loved you then, and I love you now.
The fire department wants a force that's as diverse as the city where we live, so they're encouraging women to come out and test their skills for themselves. On a team of about 1,000 firefighters citywide, just 21 of them are women. Corporal Tracy Alberti admits it can be hard to keep up with the guys, but at times she has the advantage.
Being small helps me get into smaller places to fulfill a role that someone bigger couldn't fill. You know, it's all about how determined you are and how hard you want to work.
During the 2-day Camp Inferno, she'll be instructing other ladies who are interested in potentially joining the team.
Anything within the job function, we're pretty much going to try to get hands-on and kind of give them a taste of what the job is really like.
In the few years the department has hosted the camp, they've successfully recruited women for not only OKC, but also Tulsa, Stillwater, Deer Creek, and Norman.
You're going to put it on your shoulder, and you're just going to carry it like this.
I can attest Alberti is a great teacher, showing me everyday skills like dragging a hose from the engine and getting it to the fire.
Put your weight on the hose,
and then just let it flow.
This was my favorite part. Dragging a dummy the weight of a grown man was a bit more difficult, but a necessary part of firefighter training. Despite the challenges, Alberti hopes to inspire girls to think outside the box of social norms.
It wasn't ever on my plate of possibilities, but it was the best career decision I ever made. I love my job.
Now, it's not as easy as I make it look. The camp is October 13th to 14th. You can sign up online, find out how to apply, click on this story in the News 9 app. On the scene, on the story in Northwest Oklahoma City, Jessi Mitchell, News 9.